guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Bri. Today's video is going to be a little review slash demo of the JACLYN cosmetic products. So I did pick up one of her palettes as well as one loose highlighter and one of the all over face powders. I was really excited to try these out. I have been a fan of JACLYN Hill for a while, and I do believe in second chances after her whole lipstick scandal. I actually was not a consumer when it came to the lipsticks. I didn't get my hands on any. I was planning to, but then the whole thing came out about them being defective, so I never got to purchase them. But for this launch, I supposedly was ready. That's why it took me a while to film this, because they were supposed to launch at 9 a.m. and I was gonna get a break at 9:30. I was working, so I went on as soon as I could. It was like 9:34 and everything was sold out, and I was so upset because I didn't know how long it was gonna take for them to restock, or if they were even gonna restock in the first place. But luckily, I think like a week or two later, they announced that they were gonna be restocking, I guess. I don't know how they restocked that fast. I think it was just like a little show. I think they were just trying to see like how the first launch went. So I did get my hands on the products that I wanted, so I was very excited about that. And I just really wanted to share these products with you guys if you guys were interested, but if you guys were a little skeptical on the prices, because they are definitely on the higher side, which kind of sucks. And if you are also skeptical if the products were good because of her lipstick scandal. And I am just a regular consumer here. I am not sponsored. I don't get PR, obviously. So I did watch a lot of videos before filming this one. And the girls that did receive the PR, the girls that I'm subscribed to at least, I feel like I can genuinely trust them. So I was excited to receive these products, and honestly, I cannot say nothing negative about them. You guys are going to see in the demonstration, the products speak for themselves. I don't know what people would complain about. I think people just like to nitpick, and especially when it comes to a very successful woman, I think people like to hate, like to start things that aren't even there. That's sad, because we're all girls here. We should be supporting each other. Yeah, she did make a mistake with her lipsticks from what I saw. I obviously cannot testify myself that I got a defective product, but I do have people that have told me that their products did have hairs, did have like something in them. But like I said, people make mistakes. So hopefully, I am praying for JACLYN that her brand is successful and she becomes the businesswoman that she wants to be, and that all her dreams come true as well for everyone else. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So my full face is on. Everything is on except for the highlight. What I picked up from JACLYN Cosmetics was I basically got one product of each except for the brushes. So the first thing I picked up was the actual palette. So this is the Flash palette, and this is for the lighter to medium skin tones. Next up, we have the Luminous All Over Face Powder, and this is in the shade Brighten Up. So I believe this is the second shade. Next up, I did pick up her loose highlighter, and this is in the shade Extra. This is the lightest and brightest shade that they have. And let me just tell you, it is extra. Firstly, I want to talk about pricing. So obviously the pricing is up there. This is definitely more of a Sephora. Definitely more of a Sephora pricing, but let's be real. When we think of JACLYN Hill, we don't really think drugstore. When we picture JACLYN Hill makeup, we picture expensive. So I did kind of know it was going to be pricey. I wasn't expecting it to be this pricey. I definitely think she could have gone down $2 to $5, just because one, she's starting out, and two, she did go through like that big lipstick scandal. So when I saw her prices, I was like, oh girl, okay, she came in hot, but it is what it is. So like I said, this is definitely a very luxurious product. I picture this being sold at Sephora. I don't really picture this at Ulta. And even when JACLYN Hill was starting out, she was starting out with expensive products. She was a MAC girl. Like, she started out using MAC makeup. That's all you would see on her like very first videos. So the palette itself that comes with 4 highlighters is retails for $49. The all over face powder retails for $32. The loose highlighter retails for $24. I did not pick up any of her brushes because I felt like they were very, very overpriced, and she always claims to use Morphe brushes, and I love Morphe brushes. I do not think that you need to spend $20 on a brush to get a perfect application. You can spend $6 and get the same look. I love Morphe brushes. I love BH Cosmetic brushes. And another thing, when JACLYN Hill launched her collab with Morphe for the whole brush set, I actually got the full set. I got the eye set and the face set. So I was kind of like, why am I gonna spend all this extra money on her brushes when I have her whole face and eye collection with Morphe? And those brushes, I use them every single day. They are amazing. If I would have bought her brushes, I would have spent an extra $54. They do come in a 3-pack bundle, and I think you save like $10 if you just buy them all together opposed to buying them separately. But like I said, I didn't feel the need to spend that much money on brushes. The second thing I want to talk about is the packaging. The packaging is very, very luxurious. I love the packaging. I love silver and white. That's JACLYN Hill's whole like aesthetic, and I really, really love it. It is heavy. You can definitely tell this is not cheap quality at all, hence the price. So the shape of this is very beautiful, and it just says JACLYN. It's very clean, very pretty. It is a little bit bulky. It's pretty thick if you want to travel with it. It's not something like super slim that you can just throw in your makeup bag, but it is definitely very luxurious. This kind of, so it does remind me of the Hourglass packaging and the Becca packaging, the palette they came out with Chloe and Malika, their collab, which I wanted to get so bad and I wasn't able to get it. But it reminds me like those two palettes together had a baby and made this. So definitely, again, like Sephora products. Hourglass is super expensive and it really does remind me of Hourglass. Next up for the powders, so they're just regular containers, but the detail, but I love the silver lid. I love how it says JACLYN. And another thing that I really, really love, I think it's beautiful, is that they both have like, instead of just being clear plastic, it's like this little like frosted. So like I mentioned before, I have no type of highlighter on. I have my full face except for the highlighter. So the first thing I'm gonna be showing you guys is the JACLYN Mood Light Luminous Powder. This is in the shade Brighten Up, which I said is the second to lightest shade. I was a little scared to get the lightest shade because I didn't want it to wash me out. I wanted something that was gonna work for me in the winter as well as in the summer, and I think this is a really good shade because even when I get tan, I don't get that tan, so it's still gonna work for me. On the website, this is described as an iced peach glow, and it is ideal for fair to light skin tones. So if your skin tone is like mine, it's gonna look great on you. So this claims to be an all over face powder. It's just supposed to give you luminosity to the face. So you're able to put this all over your face, and that's what we're gonna pretty much be doing today. I am going to be applying it with the JACLYN, with the Morphe times JACLYN Hill JH07 brush. So this is the brush I like to use to wipe away under my eyes when I bake, but I think this brush works really well with this product. I have tried other two brushes. The first one wasn't that great, and then the other one was just like all over face powder brush, and I just felt like it was too much. So I feel like this one's perfect because it's small enough so you can place it where you want it to place it, but it's also dense enough to get the product on. And I'm pretty much just gonna be going like under my eyes, like where I would apply my highlight, maybe on my forehead and my chin, just to give my skin like a nice healthy glow. That's what it claims it does, so that's what we're gonna do. I'll be getting into the palette next, but I am gonna be using the mirror in this from the palette. So I just like to shake it up a little bit. So this is what the powder looks like. It is a pretty good shade for me. So I'm gonna be dipping into this. Then I'm gonna go on the lid and just tap off any excess. So you can pretty much apply this anywhere. So I'm pretty sure you guys can see the luminosity that it gives. So it pretty much just gives your skin a really nice, luminous, healthy glow. I love it for underneath the eyes because sometimes that part can look a little bit dry. It's beautiful if you're not the type of person to like a super beaming highlight and you just want something very subtle. It definitely gives the cheeks that pretty illusion. I actually really love this powder. I don't think I would include it in my everyday makeup just because I feel like this is like this is an extra step to take when you want your makeup to pop. So definitely for night outs, even during the summertime when you go out during the day, like this is gonna make your skin look super beautiful and super youthful. I really love this product. The formula is great. The powder isn't too heavy, it's not too intense, doesn't look cakey at all. I also think that if you're oily, you can definitely get away with wearing this product and not looking oily. So next up we have the JACLYN Flash Palette. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the lightest shade. There are two different palettes. One is made for light to medium and then one is made for medium to dark skin. So if you're in that light to medium shade range, this palette is gonna be the best for you. So opening it up, this is what you get. So the first shade is called Gleam, the second is called Iced, the third is called Sparks, and then the fourth is called Mesmerized. I feel like this side right here is perfect for light complexions. This one is great for medium complexions, or even if you're more to the medium darker side, you can get away with using these. Mirror in this palette is also amazing. It is really big. So for highlight, I'm going to be taking the shade Sparks. It is more like of a yellow tone shade. It's that one right there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take Gleam and Sparks. That way you guys can see both. So I'll take Gleam first, and I am using the JACLYN Hill, the Morphe x JACLYN Hill JH09 brush. This is my go-to highlighting brush. I'm gonna zoom you guys in real close. That is beautiful. I'm going to take the shade Mesmerized just because I want to show you guys as many shades as I can, and I'm gonna be topping my blush off with this just to give it a glow. So I'm taking my blush brush from, again, the Morphe x JACLYN Hill. This is the JH04 brush. I'm just gonna tap, like literally tap so lightly, just because it is more of a pink shade. So it just gives the cheeks some glow. I'm not gonna apply highlighter to this side because I want to show you guys the loose highlighter, how it looks by itself, and then I'll apply it to this side as well so you guys can see how it looks by itself and also over top. So I can't talk too much about texture on the skin because I do not tend to have that much texture. I was pretty blessed with smooth skin. I never really had problems with acne, but from videos that I have seen from other people, they have said that these highlighters specifically do not emphasize the texture on the skin. They actually smooth it out, and I can totally see that. Even though my skin is a little bit more on the smoother side by itself, I can definitely tell that these highlighters kind of intensify that, and my skin does look really smooth with these highlighters on. So next up, you guys are gonna die when you see this one. So this is the Beaming Light Loose Highlighter, and this is in the shade Extra, and this is the lightest shade that they have. It is very icy. I'm gonna be taking that same brush that I used, and I'm going to just tap in and then tap off the excess on the lid. So I'm gonna apply it here first, that way you guys can see. This side has no highlight. Look at that, you guys. So this highlighter is freaking intense. Like, it's going to give you that look as if you have wet skin. This is a side that already has highlight on, so I'm just gonna be applying it. Little close-up for you guys. So what do we think about this highlight? Like, it is definitely intense. It makes you look like a glazed donut. It makes you look like you have that glassy, wet skin. It lives up to the name Extra. So I kind of do want to try more shades in that, just because in that specific formula, because I feel like this is so intense. I love it. Oh my god. In the summer, a different shade in the summer, like when you're wearing like a low-cut shirt and you pop it on your what is this, on your collarbones. Oh my god, it's gonna look so good. So this is probably not like your everyday highlight. It's super intense, super JACLYN Hill, but for special occasions, I'm telling you, if you guys wear this at the club with the super dark lights, they're still gonna be able to see this. Hopefully my camera can pick up how intense it is, but man, you guys, I am telling you, I swear this highlighter is intense. And let me just tell you, it can get more intense than this if you build it up even more. But I actually have to go run errands, so I'm not trying to look that crazy. Okay, you guys, so that concludes my video. I'm just here looking like a glazed little donut, but hopefully I look delicious. Just kidding. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. Turn on your post notifications, that way you guys can get notified whenever I post a new video. Let me know if you guys tried any of her stuff, and let me know what you guys think. To finish off my review, I can't complain about none of the products. I absolutely love them. If I could recommend one thing, it would either be the loose highlighter if you're into like super intense highlights, or I would recommend the face powder if you're more of, if you want like an all over like luminous glow. I think it's a beautiful product and it's different. I don't have anything like it, so that's why I'm recommending you that. The palette is amazing as well. I feel like with the palette, it's nothing out of this world. It's nothing that's like you put it on and you're like, dang. I feel like you can get the same effect with whatever highlighter you have. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you real soon.